Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shooter.
And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 66 yards. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Kelly. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now a first down throw. Watson caught here by Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. first down, it's Watson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
To throw is Kelly. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, Kelly. Over the middle, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Kelly. Gets it off to Freeman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson, and that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Watson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down throw. Kelly over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Kelly. And he slings one that's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. First carry for Royce Freeman, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Detroit! Detroit!
A play fake. Now Kelly. Hard throw, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one taken from the 7. He spins free. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
On 1st down, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tom Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, Kelly. Being chased out left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Two jet! Hey, Black 22! Black 22!
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Two jet! Down! Black 22! Black 22!
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll try the air now with Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Green 39. Green 39. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Black 22. Black 22.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Play action, it's Kelly. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Kelly from the gun. He'll throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Kelly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot before break. Kellen eluding the pressure right. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
To throw on second is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Back 22. Back 22.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Watson now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Benny Logan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Back 22. Back 22.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Kelly. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes the Texans now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for, and that's caught inside the 35. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 74 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. On first down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Todd Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He won't go down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Kelly. Off play action. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Kelly operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Green the line. Green the line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Fuller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Richmond, green the line.
Watson on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sua Cravens in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw is Kelly from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Kelly now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell you look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He'll get it up the middle, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Kelly to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Corey Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
On first down, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Watson now on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this